Hello and welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different one. I just thought I would do a joint review of a Renault Scenic 3 and the Renault Grand Scenic 3. Obviously this is actually our car. You may have seen this in the other videos. Thought it would be a good time to do a review with two together. So obviously ours is the Grand Scenic 7-seater. This is the standard Scenic, the 5-seater. Kind of like the Picasso and the Grand Picasso, the Citroen range. So I think this one's slightly pre-facelift. You have to excuse the wind today. This has got the built-in running lights. This hasn't, but I personally prefer the front end of that anyway. Obviously that's an 11, this is a 14. So I'll go around quickly because I haven't got much time to do the review today. But really the only difference is they're pretty much identical at the front. Bar, like I've said, slightly different front end. But it's the back where the big difference is. You'd have to excuse the wind here. I can't. This one's got all the tinted. This is quite a nice one. The big difference is here at the back. You can see this has just got a tiny little cut-out window, where this has got a full-sized one. My finger's putting it out of focus. I'll move on to a different angle so you can see. I wish I'd show you inside the cars as well. So as you can see, you know, you've got all that extra space there to that. I personally prefer the 7-seater one because when you look at lengthwise, I know I haven't got them parked exactly. It's more the front, I think. Let's have a look. You know what it is? It's very. I know if I park them side to side, there's not a great deal in it. Which is why I don't see the point in having the smaller one, because for the sake of about a foot of difference, it makes a whole lot of difference in the boot in the back seating area, plus the fact you gain 2 extra seats. So I think if you go, I don't know what the price difference was from new, but anyways, this one is the 1.5 DCI, which is known as a K9K engine. This one's exactly the same, but a few little things are different. This one is an automatic, which is Renault's version of the Volkswagen DSG. It's got a name which I forgot what it's called. It's inside the car. It's a dry clutch system, but it's fantastic. It is really good. It's just a manual gearbox with a dual clutch system, a bit like DSG, but it's a dry system. And do you know what it is? I call Renault all the time, and it's actually really, really nice to drive. And this one is the manual, 6-speed manual. And do you know what it is? I prefer this. I would have this one every day. Beauty is with this one, it's got no. I'm just going to try and get out this wind. Beauty is with this one being automatic, it's got no stop-start, so the battery isn't like nearly 200 quid, and you haven't got all the extra system in it, where this has. And I think with this being a bit newer, I think this is Euro 6, maybe, or Euro 5, but this one isn't. But the only difference I can see is that they both got a DPF, but this one's got the low and high pressure EGR system with the electronic flap in the exhaust. This one hasn't got that. So definitely I would recommend, if you get one of these, to go slightly later. The earlier ones like 11, 10, 12, 13, where this one's just in the band, where I think this must be the Euro 6 version. I don't know, because in the back window they both say, you can see the Renault Eco 2, and this one says the same. But I just think maybe on the year this has changed. This is like a put it one way, it's got a different system on, which I don't like. I'm not keen on. The exhaust already actually fell off on this one, so that's proof of why I'm saying it. So yeah, K9K 1500 Renault engine. It's in everything. It's on all the Nissans, the Micras, the Qashqais, all that kind of stuff. Because obviously Renault own Nissan. It's not a bad engine. It's been around over 20 years. It's pretty well developed. They do have their issues, but I would say it's one of Renault's better attempts of an engine. So anyways, we'll start at the business end of these cars. The whole point why I'm doing this review is boot space. As you can see with this one, you know, it's just an average sized kind of boot. But if you go across to this one, excuse the mess in this is a working car. It's a lot bigger. A lot bigger. I mean, I've got a gas bottle, an empty oxygen bottle down the back there, which is going to get filled up in a full-sized wheel, as well as everything else. But you can see these great big windows here, also with the addition of the seat belts, because the seats come up it's actually bigger than a Safira. It's a really nice size. It's bigger than a Safira, but not quite as big as, you know, like the Seattle Alhambras and stuff. It's a perfect size. You know, a typical. The dog goes in the back here, so it's all covered up. But you've got your seat belt. Seats fold up. There's like 12 volt output there, and this is a really nice one. I'll get into this car in a moment. because this is the Bose edition. It's got the full Bose sound system in it. It's really nice. I'll quickly go into this car, this one, because actually we need to. This car needs to be used in a minute, so I'm going to quickly do the review on this, and then I'll move to this one. While this one probably will disappear towards the end of the video. So what I like about this is these are like what do they call them again? Light tubes in them. So when you put the rear lights on, try it the different way. Is maybe just switch them on. It would help. So I'll put them on. It may not show very good at night, through the day, but I think is that showing up? This whole area, they're like LED light tubes. This is a standard bulb, but all around here, as you can see, and they cut across these little lines. I don't know why the camera doesn't seem to be picking that up there. Can you see them there? That's actually the light in the lens. It's like what they call like light tubes. Are really nice. I like that feature on it. And then you've put again nice standard bulbs in it as well. So none of this fancy LED. But then again, it is LED. You think you can just see the light tube starting there? Can you see? It goes up. And it goes all the way up around the edge. Cuts through all these. Just nice little features. That's what French are good at. Quirky ideas. Excuse the wind. This car though, I don't think this has got anything as nice as that. Nah, this one's got nothing. This has just got like twin lights. I suppose it actually fills up more space on the back, but it's not quite as good as the other one. But then again, this is like not as high spec as that, so I don't really expect that. So we'll jump into this one first. We'll move out to the front. Obviously it's got the tinted windows, and as you can see it's got electric folding mirrors. One of them actually doesn't work, but as you can see there, Bose edition, quite like that. Nice diamond cut wheels, nightmare to get them refurbished though. This one's got parking sensors front and back. Nothing fancy on the lights. If you notice, that one's got like the LED running lights and projector lights. This has just got standard halogen lights and no running lights. Again, I prefer that over that, because them projector lights, unless the HID, and them LED lights always go wrong, as you can see. There's water inside of it. So better off again going for this, whatever you call pre-face stuff. But you've got all the parking sensors, nice chrome grille, huge windscreen on them, black mirrors. Don't know why they're black, but whatever. It's got chrome on the grille. So yeah, so I'll jump into this one first. I'll do round the back so you can see the back seats. Loads of space. I mean, this is my family's car, so I'm in this car all the time with my own kids. It's great. So you've got the pull-up blinds, nice half leather seats. You know, it's your typical kind of Renault build quality. They're not fantastic, but at the same time, they're not bad. I must admit, they're not bad. So, and you've got your own ventilation in the back. Nice to see that. Electric windows, Bose speakers, Isofix ×3. Probably that seat as well, not the back ones. You know, tinted windows. Nice little touch. Go out the other side, do the passenger side. As you can see, it's full of rubbish like kid stuff, but you get the gist. Lovely little tables for the kids on like a spring. And it'll have all the power outlets down there as well. The passenger side, as you can see, I like these little touches. Bose, what's that? Energy efficient series. And I must admit, the sound quality is awesome in this car. And I'll keep this brief because I'll come to the interior in a second. The seats, you know, your average half leather, nice kind of stuff. Nothing much to say under the bonnet. Something I will say with these cars, they are a nightmare to service. Hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. The air filter is there. So to change the air filter, all of that's got to come off. All the battery out, all that off, everything. Nightmare. Oil filter on this one, it's buried down there. See it? Underneath all these stupid pipes. Crazy. How can all them pipes get it? Oil runs all over. Nightmare. See, best bit of last though. See that down there? Just, you can see my finger there. Is the fuel filter. So you've got to take off all the wheel, an alloy arch liner. Nightmare. You need anything down the back of the engine? Forget it. So that one is even worse. But you know, that's what it is. You'll see this in your Nissan Qashqai, Renault Clio, all that. Nissan Micra, Nissan Juke. What's the other one? The Note. Everything basically. But again, this one being the automatic, no stop-start battery, doesn't hammer your starter motor. and it, you know, that's it. But the best part of it is, this is an automatic, so it's okay, but the pollen filter on these cars are fantastically bad. Worst ever. Ask anybody. A Scenic 3, nightmare. Just turn the lights off on this car. The pollen filter is located there. You actually have to remove the clutch pedal. Remove it completely to get the pollen filter out. And that's something that's meant to be changed every year. How crazy is that? Luckily this car, a little feature I'll put on about it, is this is actually a disability car. So, I'll just turn the lights off on this one. On this one, you can have your throttle there. Luckily with this one, not having a clutch pedal, pollen filter's actually okay. But this is a cool little feature. There you go, you can have your throttle on the left. Clearly, apart from entertainment reasons, unless you're disabled or you need it, which then again, it's fun to have. You've got your dual throttle. But anyways, this is fully keyless entry. You just simply need to have the key on you. You walk away from the car, and you'll hear it beep. When I get far enough away, beep, indicators flashing. As I've said, that mirror doesn't work. So you just need to keep the key on you and walk away. These are brilliant. They're a horrible idea, the key, but they're a great contactless idea. So as long as you've got the key on you, I'm not touching it, look. All you need to do is just put your hand behind it, and it opens. Walk away from it, I'm not touching anything, watch the mirrors flash. There you go, it locks. Walk up to it, it unlocks. So that anyways is the... I'll just get into the car because this wind is getting really annoying. So, you can choose to, if you wish, to put the key in there, but there's no point. You keep it in your pocket. So, I'll start at the top on this one. I make this quick because we need to use this car. Nice features, lights on them, nice mirror to keep an eye on the kids. Same with that one, great. I'll go into more depth in the other car because this car needs to be used. So the air quality sensor in this one, which stops all the dust and the pollen coming in. It's got the full sat nav, full digital dashboard. I'll go into all this because the other car's got exactly the same. It's got your full sound system, but like I've said with this one, it's full Bose. And this one, I'll talk more about the gear stick. This is Renault's own EDC. I don't know what that stands for, but it is like dual clutch system. It is fantastic. Very, very, very good system. You can also use it in manual mode, and it shifts really good. I'm not going to go into much more on this car because it needs to be used. I'll go through, apart from the Bose sound system, it's pretty much the same as the other car, so I'll go through all that. The only thing that's missing is your stop-start button, because it's automatic. Electric folding mirrors, I think that's what the other car doesn't have. But yeah, I'm just going to pause that on. We've got the full tom-tom system, but the other car's got that as well, so I'll jump across to the other one now. So magically I'm back to this car. I had to get the other car, has to leave, so it's up there. I'll quickly show on the back of this one. It's got all the same functions as the other. Really, back seat space, it's pretty much the same. It's just the extra space in the back, and you still get the ventilation system, same seats and everything. It's just purely the bit of extra on the back, really. Don't think there's any difference in height or anything, it's just purely the length. So anyways, I shall finish the review in this car. I will just start it up. Like I've mentioned, everything is the same in this car as it is with the other one. Apart from the Bose sound system, because that's the Bose edition. So as you can see, tom-tom. You can change all the dashboard settings. I'm not going to touch it because this is a customer's car. But you can have all sorts of different funky dashboard. Different like levels, ones that tell you like if you look at this one, it tells you like the fuel, like a little battery gauge. You can have it so that you seen the one on the other car was different gauges. You can have different size and type of rev counters and all sorts like that. I like that idea, it's really good to use. So yeah, so this has got the same. The only difference is the other one had an automatic dipped in mirror. This hasn't got that, but it has got the automatic lights and wipers. And like this air quality system thing, it said, hasn't got that, but that looks exactly the same. So it must just be the air temperature. A few little extras with this one though. See, the other one had the full Bose system. It's got this all the controls here, like the USB and AUX, but this one's got it there. Both have got Bluetooth with full phone functions, like most modern cars do. I don't think they've got DAB or nothing like that, but you've got your full control down here, which is your sat nav. First menu. I think I've got to switch it on or something. I'm not quite sure what to do or how to get it. Let's have a look. Let's switch that off. Let's see what is. So now we've got. It's a bit confusing actually. You've got to press like that there. So there you go. You got your full tom-tom. It's exactly the same as using a tom-tom, what you would stick on your windscreen. Beauty is with these little memory card here on our car, you can go onto eBay and you can get these up-to-date 2020 memory cards for next to nothing. So it's a great idea how you can update them. You don't have to bother with discs or nothing like that. So like I say, up here, nice big panoramic windscreen. The view is fantastic on these cars. It's amazing, you know, just a fantastic view everywhere. So you've got no blind spots. Only thing this is lacking is the electric folding mirrors, which the other one's got. Full 4 electric windows, and like I've said, the missing button there, this has got stop start, stability control, headlight adjustment, and dashboard illumination. You've got all your buttons, your general one. The main buttons on these on the end of the wiper stalk, which then control that, which is your miles, and it tells you, you know, your average stuff like that, range and things like that. So you use that. That's your rain sensing wiper function there, rear wiper, and they've got these little dinky little stalks on these Renaults. It used to be even smaller than this. But like you see, you've got your auto lamp function, front fog lights. This one's got your LED daytime running lights. Another good feature with most Renaults, which I like, you've got your speed limiter. As you can see at the top there, speed limiter. You turn it off, and then it comes cruise control. The only thing I don't like about it, and you can't change these dashboard options about, our car's the same. There's your temperature gauge. If you want your speed limiter or your cruise control on, you lose your function of your temperature. It's just a bit daft, but whatever. Yeah, that's your cruise control, up and down, on and off, and resume. This obviously, like I've said, it's different to the other ones. 6-speed manual. Pretty basic as they come. Electronic handbrake, I don't like these, but in Reynolds I do. They work fantastic. These are a bit confusing because when you're driving, this is about the height you're at when you're driving, you can't see none of that. You've got to keep looking and thinking, right, where's the screen? That one. Then it starts blowing too hard. How do you change where it's blown to? That one. Then you've got to push through, and that tiny little. Let's switch this on. Let's have a look. See, just to switch it on is confusing there. You know, all these. I'm not going to press on and mess things up with a customer's car, but I'm not keen on that at all. You know, it should be a bigger screen on it, in my opinion. So like you see, you've got your locks, your hazards. You've got all like the usual stop start. This works exactly the same as I've demonstrated with the other one. Again, with all this control here to control your maps. But yeah, really, you know, just loads of storage just in these things. Under here, this whole thing slides back and forwards, cup holders, you name it. You know, all sorts in here. You know, but that's kind of it with these. I mean, like I've said, they're the 1.5 K9K. I'm not sure if these are the 100 brake horsepower or the 115 brake horsepower ones. But yeah, like I'll just demonstrate the electronic handbrakes on these. Into first gear and just simply pull away. See there, goes off straight away. The minute you lift the clutch and trust. The minute you lift the clutch, it actually doesn't come off. See, it'll not go there because I'm just working the clutch. The minute you touch the throttle, it allows you to pull away, which I think it is a good idea. Then just simply pull it and it's on. But with the other one being an automatic, it's a bit pointless anyway, but it still works electronically, automatically in the background like this one does. So yeah, that's just a quick review of the Renault Scenic 3, the Grand Scenic, and the normal Scenic. I thought it would be just I'm very busy at the moment, so excuse if you think I'm rushing the video, but I've got loads to be getting on with. It's just not very often we have two Scenics like this in. So yeah, I'll switch that around. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bit of a different one today, the sun's on my face. So if you like it, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share it to your friends, and I'll be back with another one. Thank you, bye.